The 2026 Formula One season finally goes green this weekend in Australia. But even before lights out, a few drivers already look completely in control of these brand new cars. The Hamilton-Ferrari partnership represents arguably the most intriguing storyline of 2026. After struggling to adapt to the SF25 last season, Hamilton has spent 14 months working on the 2026 car development. Compared to the previous one, which I found already designed and could change very little, this car has a bit of my DNA in it, and that excites me, Hamilton explained. His recent social media declaration that you're not going to see that mindset again suggests a driver determined to prove his critics wrong at age 41. The reigning world champion Lando Norris sits atop McLaren's throne after a thrilling 2025 campaign, but the bookmakers have their money on someone else entirely. For 2026, Mercedes' George Russell leads the betting odds despite his team finishing second in the Constructors' Championship last year. Russell dominated pre-season testing, completing more laps than any other driver, with 688 across Barcelona and Bahrain, though power unit issues prevented him from breaking 700 laps. What makes Russell's position fascinating is that he's emerged as Mercedes' undisputed leader following Hamilton's departure to Ferrari. The 26-year-old British driver collected 2 wins in 2025 and helped Mercedes climb to second in the championship standings. His consistency in testing, where he avoided the major incidents that plagued other drivers, has clearly impressed the gambling community. But Friday's practice sessions at Albert Park told a different story. Charles Leclerc led Lewis Hamilton in a Ferrari 1-2 during first practice, with the Monegasque driver posting a 1:20.267 to finish nearly half a second clear of his legendary teammate. Hamilton's performance was particularly noteworthy given his disastrous 2025 season, where he failed to reach the podium for the first time in his 19-year career and ended the campaign 86 points behind Leclerc. Yet Hamilton's stubbornness appears to be hurting his Ferrari integration. Reports suggest he's still refusing to adapt his driving style to suit the car's characteristics, a concerning pattern that saw him qualify last on pure pace in Las Vegas and suffered 4 consecutive Q1 eliminations to end 2025. Leclerc thoroughly dominated their internal battle, winning the qualifying head-to-head 19-5 and race results 18-3. Max Verstappen enters 2026 as the highest-paid driver at over $60 million annually, despite losing his crown after 4 consecutive championships. The Dutch star has won 61 of 114 races over the past 5 years and remains hungry for redemption alongside new teammate Isack Hadjar. Red Bull's decision to promote Hadjar from Racing Bulls follows an impressive rookie campaign that included a podium at the Dutch Grand Prix. Verstappen's challenge will be adapting to Red Bull's first in-house power unit, the DM1, named after late founder Dietrich Mateschitz. The emotional debut of this power unit represents Red Bull's complete independence from external suppliers, though Verstappen has been openly critical of the new FIA regulations. His concerns about enjoying the dramatically different cars could influence his long-term future in the sport. The sole rookie on the 2026 grid is 18-year-old Arvid Lindblad from the Red Bull Junior team, who brings a remarkable backstory to Racing Bulls. The Surrey-born driver can pilot F1 cars around the world's most demanding circuits, but still doesn't possess a road driving license. His karting journey began at age 5, and he impressed during testing by completing 654 laps, second only to Russell. Most remarkably, Lindblad ended Friday practice 5th and 8th respectively, running just over a second off the pace in both sessions. McLaren enters as defending Constructors' champions with a fascinating internal dynamic. While Norris claimed the driver's title, teammate Oscar Piastri actually led the championship for most of 2025 before finishing third. The Australian showed his class at his home Grand Prix by ending Friday's running fastest overall, though McLaren hasn't looked as consistently dominant as some expected during testing. The new Cadillac team marks F1's first expansion since 2016, bringing experienced campaigners Sergio Perez and Valtteri Bottas back to full-time seats. Perez's Red Bull contract was terminated by mutual agreement after 2024, while Bottas spent 2025 as Mercedes' reserve driver. Their experience will be crucial as Cadillac navigates its debut season with completely new regulations. No team faces bigger challenges than Aston Martin, despite securing design legend Adrian Newey and retaining 2-time champion Fernando Alonso. Their Honda Power Unit partnership has been plagued by reliability issues, with Newey describing the vibrations as so severe they risk permanent damage to the nerves in drivers' hands. Lance Stroll compared the experience to electrocuting yourself in a chair. The team's pre-season struggles were stark. Having accrued just 400 laps of testing data, Aston Martin enters the regulatory revolution severely disadvantaged. Alonso failed to appear in Friday's opening practice entirely, while Stroll completed just 3 laps before improving to 31 in the second session. They remained 4.5 seconds off the pace, with only 2 working Honda batteries remaining for the weekend. Newey revealed that Aston Martin was unaware of Honda's readiness issues until late in 2025. When they reformed, a lot of the original group had disbanded and gone to work on solar panels or whatever, he explained. A lot of the group that reformed are actually fresh to Formula One. The technical revolution cannot be understated. The new power units feature a 50-50 split between internal combustion and electric power, with the MGU-K output nearly tripled to 350 kilowatts, while the complex MGU-H has been eliminated entirely. Active aerodynamics replaced the traditional DRS system, with front and rear wings moving dynamically through corners and designated straights, offering overtake mode for cars within 1 second. The cars themselves are shorter, narrower, and lighter. The wheelbase has shrunk by 200mm to 3.4 meters, while the floor is 100mm narrower at 1.9 meters. Pirelli tyres are also reduced by 25mm at the front and 30mm at the rear, theoretically creating more nimble, responsive machines. Cost cap changes reflect the regulation's complexity, with team operational expenditure limits rising from $135 million to $215 million, while power unit manufacturers see their cap increase from $95 million to $130 million. Other notable storylines include Alpine's switch to Mercedes power units with Pierre Gasly and Franco Colapinto, Williams' impressive Carbono duo of Carlos Sainz and Alexander Albon, and the promising Audi project featuring experienced Nico Hülkenberg alongside talented Gabriel Bortoleto. As we head into Sunday's 58-lap Australian Grand Prix, the championship picture remains wonderfully unclear. Ferrari's Friday pace suggests they could challenge immediately. Russell and Mercedes carry pre-season momentum, while defending champions McLaren showed their speed through Piastri's final practice performance. The 2026 Formula One season promises to be the most unpredictable in years, with revolutionary technology, expanded grids, and compelling human stories converging at Albert Park. 22 drivers will chase glory through the sport's biggest transformation, but only one can emerge as champion of this new era. The revolution begins Sunday in Melbourne, and nothing will ever be quite the same again. For more deep dives into the 2026 season, please hit the like button and subscribe, and comment who you think will win the Australian Grand Prix. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.